Hello friends, good morning and welcome to the channel. Myself Raz. I'm going to discuss today how to create a table with identity column in SQL Server. So in my last video, we have discussed already what is an identity column, the syntax of an identity column, and what are the scenarios where we actually need an identity column. If you don't have an idea on that, you can just go and check out that video. In the video description, I'm going to put it in the that particular video link. You can just cross check before seeing this video, and you will get some idea what is an identity column in SQL Server as well. Okay, now let me navigate to SQL Server, where we will see the syntax and we will try to create a table with an identity column in SQL Server. You can able to see this is my SQL Server, which I have already logged in into, and these are the queries that we have to execute to create these tables, right? So now just before that, you can able to see this is a table called employee, which is an existing table for me. And if you go here, you can able to see there are two columns. Though this employee ID is the primary key column for this particular table employee, but it is not an identity column. Okay. And there is one more column called employee underscore name, right? So this is not an identity column, I'm telling you, because if you go here, how to check that? You can just right click on that particular column and click on the properties. You can able to see here the identity is false here. So that means this column is not an identity column. So this employee underscore ID or EMP underscore ID column in that employee table is not an identity column. Okay. So this way you can check. Just right click and click on the properties and see the identity property of that particular column, whether it is true or false, right? So this way you can check. Now, coming to our topic, what you can do, we can just create a table now with this particular syntax. So create a table with an identity column. What you can do, you can just specify create table and the table name, and then this is the column which we want to set the identity, right? So this is the order ID of that particular table called orders, and this is the data type int, and here you need to specify identity, and this is the seed value, and this is the increment value, right? So if you'll see, check out the my last video, you will get a clarity on this particular what is the seed and what is the increment value exactly. Just give you a brief information on that. So here the identity, then this is the seed value and this is the increment value. So what will seed value means, the value will start from this one, and increment means it will add one more one, right? So say the record one will start from one, record two will be one plus one, increment by one, right? So two. Then record three will be two plus one again three, right? So like that it will go, right? Then the other columns will be as usual. So basically, identity, you need to specify identity in bracket, seed and increment value, right? Rest all will be like that. In the same way, if you want to set the identity column as a primary key also, in the same way you can able to do, you can just specify the column ID and then the data type and then identity, seed value and increment value, and then you need to specify primary key. Okay, so this way you can set a column as identity as well as primary key, and this is only identity without primary key. Okay, so let me create this both the tables. You can just select this query and click on the execute. You can able to see command completed successfully. Okay, now I will execute this command as well. Just execute this. This is also successful. So now I will just refresh it so that I can able to see these tables. You can able to see this is the order table which contains three columns: order ID, order name, and order type. And then another one is the product table which contains product ID, product name, and product type. You can able to see this is the primary key, and but here it is not the primary key, but this is an identity column. Both are identity column, right? How you'll check? As I told you, you can just right click on that column, click on the properties. You can able to see here, this is the identity column, right? So identity is true, and seed value we told 1, and increment also 1, right? So this way it created the identity column with this seed value and increment value, right? Same way, if you check the product ID, if you go to the properties, you can able to see the identity is true and 1, right? So seed value is 1 and increment value is 1. Okay. So this is how you can create a table with an identity column, right? So hope this information will help you to learn how you can create a table with an identity column. So that's it for today. I thought to quickly show you how you can create a table with an identity column, and this way you can do that. So thanks for watching this video, and if you found this video a little helpful for you, kindly subscribe to our channel so that you will get lots of free tips on SQL Server. Okay. So thanks a lot. See you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.